Good evening, everyone, and welcome. For me personally, to be conducting Otello is, well, I've conducted it several times, but every time I come back to it, I say, well, maybe this time, and maybe I'll... it's an Everest for a conductor. It's beautifully put together, and yet it remains one of the biggest challenges for any musician. So, here we start Otello with something that is so inhumanly direct and frightening. The chord, if you, sorry, Stephen, is... Now, if you play the bass on that, it's unresolved. Normally that chord would go... Okay, but this is just... And this is how we're introduced to this storm. Otello is at war with the Muslim army. He's at sea. They see, the people of Cyprus see him in the distance, this battle, this ship battle, fantastic image. We don't see it, but the fact that we don't see it even creates even a greater image. Listen to this chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can hear the splash of the water. You hear, do you hear that? It's the lightning. And what's fantastic about Otello is the economy of means. He goes on and he uses this, just this chromatic undulation. Listen. It's like a, I can't see through the mist. Then the lightning. Did you hear this chromatic line? Simple. I mean, he could have written that when he was 5. But he brings it, the fact that it's in very, very high woodwinds, gives us immediately the suggestion of storm, of a picture of lightning, but also the Italian tradition of the storm. I mean, going back to Rossini, which goes back to Beethoven. Also, the Pastoral Symphony is something that for Italian composers, that storm scene in the Pastoral Symphony, for some reason just ignited something in the Italian spirit that, you know, almost every opera afterwards had to have a tempesta, storm. Yeah, but it's true. Let's get to know Desdemona a bit. So we get to know Desdemona through these ravishing, really ravishing phrases. This is Ira immenso, comes this immense love. Questo immenso amor. Io Now stay there. You hear the chord. Lovely. Oh, how beautiful it is to murmur together. Do you remember? Good. Now, we've started, this is absolutely gorgeous. We've started in the key of G flat major. You don't have to know anything about music, but G flat major has a lot of flats, has a lot of color. It has, and when she says to him, do you remember those? Do you remember that when we murmured to each other, when we were together, and you told the stories? She moves. Verdi has gone from this to this, which is, in musical terms, miles from G flat to C major. So here we start to feel the almost reptilian quality, the sophistication of Verdi's harmonic language. Now in F major, we've moved into another world harmonically. That's it. Now he goes, Remito, I described all the battles. Lord la breccia mortal, the assault, libretera, column, our nails on the ramparts. Now you told me. You took me to deserts. So, Otello in this duet has two very important moments. At some point, he almost feels, he's so happy that he becomes like that. He becomes breathless and it's not possible. The joy is too much for me. Later in Act 3, we see he has an epileptic fit. There's something's physically wrong with him. But the happiness is too much. Listen how Verdi characterizes that. Ah, la gioia m'inonda si fieramente che ansante mi giaccio. But out of that is born the most famous theme in the opera. Un bacio, or something like that. Well, listen to this theme very carefully now. It's just very simple. And then you get a third one. Okay, so the first one is, look at how it creates rapture. And listen now to the harmonies. Don't listen to the melody. Listen to the harmonies. And the real kiss is when they don't sing here. Listen to this chord. See the stars? And he talks about the Pleiades and how the clouds have gone. Già la Pleiadi ardente in mar discende. Now I want to tell you something about this phrase. He says this note on an E natural, the stars have fallen into the sea. Tonight you got the Reader's Digest version. Thank you very much, and thank you to Alexandra and to Stephen. Thank you very, very much.